bang, bang. We back. Hey, y'all. Zoey says in the house. Zoey says is in the house. Hey, y'all. Okay. First of all, who loves disco? I see a couple hands. You don't know disco like me. For the audio listeners, I just did a little girly movement because I love disco. I was on the bus for 3 hours today. There was no traffic. I had to go very far to get my scapula exam. A scapula exam, which is for the straight men audience, which is majority of the people who listen in. Thus, you put they put it up in your hole, and they click it a couple times, and they go, just wiggle your toes, And so I was wiggling my toes, and I kept wiggling my toes, and they're like, you can stop wiggling your toes now. And then they were like, they didn't say, when have you showered last? They were just like, you're cleaning, right? You're like cleansing yourself, right? And the whole ride home, it was just disco music and me thinking about that over and over again. Like, I shower. Sometimes I shower twice. And now it's making me nervous about all of my sexual partners. I have sex all the time. I have sex a lot. Sue me. I just did it again to the audio listeners. I did the girly movement. Okay. Thank you for coming in to Zoey Says. I hope I'm not being too loud. But I was listening back to some of the other episodes, and my energy is like I'm hiding below the floorboards is how I talk sometimes in my other episodes. Also, a lot of people are doing switching topics. A lot of people on Instagram and X and Twitter and Instagram are doing this thing where they will have a statement. Everybody knows this, but they'll have a statement where it's like, I just broke all my bones. And then they'll do it sad. I just broke all my bones. And then, I just broke all my bones. Angry. But now they're doing it as races. So it's like Indian, Black, Hispanic. And they're like, I just broke all my bones. Like, and I don't know if, I think it's fine. I just think it's interesting that's like, maybe, I don't know if anybody else is saying that, but like, I'm saying a lot of that. So can we do accents? What's the temperature on everyone on accents? Like if it's not your own and if it's not a race that's your own, should we do it? It depends. If it's like French, I guess it's fine. But I guess I don't know. That's where my comfortability kind of ends at French, I guess. There is my bones. I broke all my bones. Anyways, I have a lot to speak on today, but I'm going to keep it short and sweet because I don't really like keeping these things all too long. Y'all see the Dow Jones? Damn. Why Trump kind of eating, though? No, I'm just joking. I don't know. The Dow Jones. I don't know who Dow is. I don't know who Jones is. But all I know is that it's doing well. My father's a financial advising trader or like something in like a financial asset trader. He works in the stock market. And I think he invests in people into the stock market. And he always is like that. The Dow Jones is important. The NASDAQ's important. I think they're all doing pretty good. Maybe summertime because everyone's sort of in a good mood when the sun shines. So, I don't know. Recession who? Doing it again. Doing the movement that I've been doing. I'll stop. So yeah, I did have my scapula exam. Had to be on the bus for so long to get there. I don't really mind. The bus always it was sort of seamless. The buses came. I had to transfer to another bus and then my third bus. And it took a long time and I came home and you know, nobody was really looking at me. A lot of times when I'm on the bus, I'm thinking, is someone going to look at me weird if I go on the bus? Like, am I going to end up having to like talk to somebody? Everyone leaves me alone. And you know what? I think if I was gorgeous, if I was like really, really gorgeous, then there would be men who would be staring at me. But people often avoid looking at me. And I kind of sometimes will initiate a look. I'll look at someone into the eyes and I'll like try to like meet their glance. Just a random person, just to get their temperature once again, to see like, what are they thinking? Hi, do you think hello? And they won't want to look at me. Nobody, doesn't matter their weight, doesn't matter what their age, if they're Black, Indian, or Hispanic, none of them will probably look at me. And I guess that's for the best. But does that mean I'm ugly? That's kind of like what I'm nervous about. Anyways, yesterday was graduation day for my roommate Ella. She graduated a little bit later than, what's pretty average. She was held back a lot. So she had to do a lot of extra classes. So we finally celebrated her. You did it, finally. You got it. Congratulations on graduation. But when graduation comes, families are in town. You get invited to dinners. She brought her very handsome father. She has a very handsome brother. Her mom's gorgeous. And then her grandfather looks like a bowling ball. But bowling balls move pretty fast. This guy is like a bowling ball if you could slow it down by a quantity so slow. This man is like, I started playing with his cane as like a joke because I kind of wanted to break the ice with him. So I take his cane and I start like doing a baton trick with his cane. And 45 minutes later, he goes, after I like was done with the whole cane bit, he was like, "Were you playing with my cane?" And then I was like, 3 days ago, like this slow man. Ella's not going to listen to this, so I can say any shit I want about her grandfather. Oh my God, that man is just so. It's scary to look at such an old person and feel so much judgment towards them and know that that's going to be who you're going to be one day. But yeah, I don't know. He had to go to the bathroom. I think he's probably still on the way to the bathroom right now. He's just a slow-moving snail slug, molasses type man. Yeah, he's on that molasses shit. Like, he's not. Anyways, I think I'm also able to say this because Ella is just dying to be on my shit list. So a couple episodes ago, I talked about how like my room's a mess. My room's clean now because I cleaned it yesterday, God willing. And there's been times in the past where I have pee pads in my room for like, I don't know, when I'm like leaking like crazy, is I'll put a pee pad down, and I just get a couple of drips usually. But I lifted one up a few days ago and it was sopping wet and it smelled like pneumonia. And I was like, oh, the cat peed on my pee pad. And I was like, if she's gonna pee somewhere, that's fine. It's Ella's cat. It's Ella's cat. And I don't know if she's like whispering to her and I like just be in Zoe's room. Like, she doesn't care. She's really chill. I am the chillest. But I also enjoy nice fragrances and nice smells. The cat peed in my closet, all over my jeans, all over my shirts. And the thing about cat piss is like, if it's like, it'll like leave a stain. Like you'll see where the ink on the shirts are discolored or the ink on my jeans is discolored and there'll be splotchy stains because it's like whatever comes out of those cats, it's like bleach. I don't know how or why. This is also a cat that will like eat bread, like loves bananas. Like really is a cat that likes to eat like will lick up candle wax when it's like burning. Will like lick up the candle wax because it thinks it's like water. I like don't know what's wrong with this cat. It peed in my closet, and now what if the cat suddenly disappears? I left the door open. I'm so sorry. Well, oh well. Let's just have a catless apartment now. That's sort of like a monologue I'm working on to explain why there's no cat anymore. And why, like, well, and yeah. And there's so many spots you could hide a dead cat. Not that I would ever kill a cat. That's like the first step to like creating a murderer is like killing cats. I'm not going to kill a cat. Okay, my positive of the day is that I got my scapula exam over with. It was fast and easy. They made me fill out a survey, and the survey was so confusing. It was like, we did a really good job. Agree, strongly disagree. And there was like, we've always helped. I was like, okay, it's the same question. I mean, obviously, like everyone knows, like those exams are just like bullshit for the government to like understand, you know, how you fill out things and to get them to track you on your phone. Everyone knows that. It's obvious. Girly movement. So that was pretty much pissed me the fuck off. So like, I'm glad I got it over with, but my negative is like, I'm never going to get one again, ever. I'm done with those. Like, I'm never going to get another one because it was so, I don't know if I was being cold towards everybody, but they were certainly being cold back. They were right this way. Okay. And it's early in the morning. I'm kind of feeling out of it. Okay, thank you. So I'm a little bit stern in the morning before I've had my little coffee. So I don't know. They were definitely probably confused about my attitude. Sorry. I have cat pee all over me. Apparently I smell like the cat's ass. And apparently nobody on the bus wants to have sex with me, even though I have sex all the time. So am I forcing all these people who I have sex with all the time to have sex with me? Is everyone on the bus just fucking asexual and they don't know a beautiful fucking model when they see one? I do feel like this episode's probably over now. So let me just give you my final quote of the day. You can lead a horse to water, but if the river is my first coffee of the day, don't talk to me until I never leave. Alrighty. Peace. So